Hi, welcome back. Real quick before we get this started, I just wanted to say it's gonna sound very cringy, but whoever runs the Instagram account for U2's pure legend. So, as you saw yesterday, I got this guy recently in the mail. And then I've had him for about a month, and I posted an Instagram picture which should be popping up on the screen, and then I posted it to my story, and I got both the post liked by U2's and U2's went in on my DMs and messaged me like say with like cool fire emoji whatnot, and I was like, holy moly, they just messaged me. So I messaged back, and then now for like a past couple days we've been going back and forth, and I'm like, what? How in the world am I getting this kind of recognition? So whoever runs that account, thank you very much, and you are a pure legend. All right, now that that's out of the way, um, Olivia made fun of me saying I would do this, but we're gonna do a little story time where I tell you about some of the interesting things that have happened to me working at McDonald's because that's where I work. So here we go with Tales from McDonald's. So the first one I'm going to tell you about is I have videos to this, but basically what happened is we had Shamrock Shakes, and I was working pretty late that night, and so I was trying to clean up the shake machine, and for some reason it decided to start dispensing Shamrock Shake all over the place. We didn't have that tray that's usually underneath to make sure like nothing would go anywhere in case like we spilled a little bit of ice cream or whatnot. No, I just started spraying, and my pants got covered in green. And so did my manager, and she looked at me and she was like, "What is wrong with you?" Ironically, her name is Tanya. Tanya, I know you're gonna be watching this because uh, I told you about this channel. So, hi Tanya. Happy birthday, by the way. You'll be seeing this after your birthday ended, but happy birthday because it's still your birthday when I'm filming this. Anyway, so you think, okay, one little accident, that'd be fine. It's not gonna happen again. Well, I clean it up because that takes me about 30 minutes just because of how much shake there was. Right after I finish cleaning it up, is that mic on? Yeah, it's on. Right after I finish cleaning it up, it goes off again. This time I was a bit more prepared, so I stopped it quicker than I did last time, but it still got all over the place and still had just as much as a mess as the last one. This time it didn't get all over my pants, though, fortunately. And you'd think it would end there. No. As I go to clean up the mess, somebody I'm not going to say who it was, and of course it's none of the people I know that closely at McDonald's, so I'm not going to say their name. Don't really know them. They walk up, stick a cup under, seeing the mess, to get a vanilla milkshake. They press the button. It doesn't start dispensing immediately, and for some reason they decide to move the cup. They turn around and walk away, and then it starts going off and it's dispensing all over the place again. Sock him in the face. No. So yeah, I hate Shamrock Shakes. They're delicious, but I hate them because of that. But you'd think that would be the worst part of my night. No. It keeps going. So after that mess, we get for some reason we turned off one of the um, fryers for the French fries, and trust me, the oil looks very disgusting when it's cold. So normally, you can see the bottom of the vat if it's just been poured in and it's pretty clean. Though, of course, after a little bit of time, enough fries go in there, then it starts fogging up. So it's not like it's not sitting there like, oh my God, there's diseases in this thing. No, it's just you can't see the bottom because that's what happens when you get a bunch of crumbs in oil. It actually makes the fries taste better. That's why they're so good. Anyway, we turned it off and it was so viscous, so thick. I thought I was playing with like Play-Doh. And no, I didn't touch it with my hands. You'll see in the video that I'm about to show you, I had the scoop for getting like fries out of the vats if they ever fell out of the baskets, but there's tiny holes in that thing to prevent oil from sitting in the bottom of the scoop. It sat in the scoop for like 5 seconds before I just dumped it out, and I was like, huh? And it was so yellow. It looked like I was looking at pure grease. That was disgusting. Anyway, that night didn't end there either. Kept going. I had to go out to the shed to go get some boxes for the front and for the kitchen. So usually there's a light in the shed. But about a month before this happened, we had this huge storm that took out power at my McDonald's for about 3 days. I'll show you a clip of that too. Some of my coworkers took because I didn't work that week because of the musical that I was in, which that's going to be a whole different video. I'll show you some behind the scenes stuff of where I looked like an absolute idiot and I said some questionable things. And also some of the scenes were people filmed it, which that show turned out amazing. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, since that storm, no one has put power back on in the shed. For some reason, I don't know why we haven't gotten like new light bulbs or tried any electricians to fix it. But yeah, if you don't have your phone and you don't have a flashlight, you're screwed going back there because there's absolutely no light. There's no windows. There's no nothing. The only chance you have at getting light is leaving that door open. But because it was midnight, it was close to midnight, and there's no real light outside, and also I didn't feel like getting jumped by anyone because people out Mount Washington during nighttime are pretty weird, not gonna lie. So I shut the door and turned on my flashlight, and I filmed this. I believe I had the flash on when I filmed it. If not, I think you can still see a little bit, but I felt like I was in a horror movie. It was creepy. And like it was so silent in there. The only thing I could hear was my breathing and me laughing from how creepy it was. Because for some reason, when I'm in an actual creepy situation, I laugh. I don't know if I'm psychotic or that's just my natural response to everything is just to laugh. I see something sad. Most of the time, I'll cry, but sometimes I'll laugh. Or I see something scary. I laugh fear. Like I'll be scared but also be laughing at the same time. I don't know. I'm weird. Anyway, I get the stuff. I get trapped in there for a very long time. I actually had Tanya have to come out to help me because there were so many boxes and I couldn't see a thing. And she was like, Hunter, where are you at? I'm like, I don't know. The light ain't helping much. It's still pretty dark and I can't find any of these things. So she comes out, she helps me. I, like a idiot, after we're walking out, turn off my flashlight because I was like, all right, we're leaving. I don't need this anymore. And she goes, Hunter, I haven't even opened the door. It's still dark. Turn it back on. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll fix it. Not really. But you'd think that's also the end of the night. No. One more thing went down before it finally concluded the chaos. And that was trash. duty. For some reason, so we have a very large area for trash. Like we have the trash bin in the middle, and you can walk like we have a good, comfortable amount of space in between the walls and the trash can. And for some reason, whoever did take out like the dumpster people last time just didn't feel like putting it all the way back in, and basically had that thing pinned against the door. And so it was almost impossible to get any trash into that bin. And I took a video of it. I'm like, who even thought this would work? So yeah, we got some questionable things going on at McDonald's. I'd like to keep going on more, but I'm just gonna end it on that night because that's just one night alone of McDonald's. And there are so many interesting things that happen at McDonald's, like a lot of Karens, a lot of food fights, a lot of dancing in the kitchen. And no, before anyone says it, our ice cream machine does not break that often. If you wanna see if ours is broken, go on that whatever that tracker for McDonald's is. There's apparently that tracker that tells you which store has a broken ice cream machine. I don't know who sits there and figures that out, but ours is always green, except for like a rare occasion, and it'll be like red for a day maybe, but then it's back up. So, so yeah, that's it. Next time I do this, I'll probably tell you about the experiences I had when I first started, which was when I first started, I always did breakfast. Now I haven't done breakfast in half a year, and I'm grateful because I hate breakfast. Breakfast is the worst time to work at McDonald's. I don't care. People sit there and argue, no, lunch is so hard. Dinner rushes are terrible. No, breakfast lunch on a Sunday morning. Shoot me in the face. The amount of people that come in there, and you can't cook that. There's not enough food to be cooked to maintain getting out enough orders. Like we run out of the hotcakes like that. Like we go through 5 packets in 5 minutes. So my phone sucks. Once again, it cut off in the middle of me talking, but oh well. I was at the end of it anyway, and if I didn't stop, I was just gonna keep going on and rambling about breakfast, which would defeat the entire purpose of me ending where I was ending. So we're gonna end it at that. We're gonna end it at that. Um. So yeah, like I said, this time the video seemed to be a bit better than last time. Of course, I can still improve. I'm working on improving. But that's all I got for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.